Lean Six Sigma start with D, M, A, I, C. D stands for define, M stands for measure, analyze, improve, control. Incidentally, some of you are already certified as green belt or black belt.
Sir, I have been certified for green belt.
Then I think I have to disconnect you now.
No, sir. Now I am refreshing.
Okay, fine. Anyway, I'll just proceed. I have some valid points. I'll share with you.
Okay.
Friends, the very word lean, the place of origin of the concept is from Japan, TPS. Any idea what is TPS?
Toyota production.
Excellent. Toyota production system. Toyota production system. Any idea where from Six Sigma concepts came?
Six Sigma, I think from Motorola.
Ah, that's really great. Perfectly, you are right. USA, Motorola. So, I repeat, the lean concepts are from Japan, TPS, obviously Toyota. Even today they are practicing and they are improvising on TPS. That is wonderful part. And USA, the place of origin, Motorola for Six Sigma concepts. I just proceed. The Lean Six Sigma, the very word lean focuses on waste reduction in every process. Ideally, can you reduce your waste or can you eliminate your waste? Elimination is possible in waste. Any reaction?
We can reduce.
You need not stick on only to your office affairs. Let it be at home. Can you eliminate waste at home?
No, sir. We cannot eliminate. We have to minimize the waste.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. You can go to near zero, but near zero is impossible, in my opinion. Waste can be reduced, but cannot be eliminated. Any disagreement?
Agree, sir.
Agree. If there are some disagreement, you are always welcome to debate. Plus, Six Sigma, defect reduction in every process. That means if you want to reduce defect, what should be done? Any idea? We have to reduce. You have to reduce variations. We have to reduce variations. Can you make your defect as zero possible?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Assume that today I produced 100 parts. I measured all are okay. That means no defects for the day, right?
Yes, sir.
Then my defect is zero, no? That means I could able to eliminate defect. Can I conclude that way? I repeat, today I produced 100 parts. I checked all are okay. That means
But not in the process.
okay. Any different reactions? Good. I like it. Maybe few days possible, but long run it is impossible.
Yes.
Okay, that's why they always call 3.2 ppm, right? ppm is parts per million. Parts per million. Okay, that means let us conclude. Defects can also be reduced. It can go to near zero, but near zero is impossible. Finally, if you are able to club both, you are going to get Lean Six Sigma. I define this way: overall process improvements for sustained results. Results not just for one or two types, but in the long run. Any questions? Any disagreements? Fine. I move on. Right. This is a team exercise. I'll just project here. This is the team assessment record. which I'm going to share you tonight. If you are interested, just note down the page numbers alone. R stands for record. 1, 2, 3. R stands for record. 1, 2, 3. Just have a look. Again repeat, just have a look. You need not do anything. So R 1, 2, 3. Right. So about the data. Chapter 2. If you are noting down, kindly note down as chapter 2. Types of data. This is the page number of your workbook, sheet 201, same page. Yes. Data in LSS, Lean Six Sigma, the definitions are slightly different. All along we have been taught that data means must be numbers, right? Any reaction? All along we have been taught that data means only numbers. Am I right or wrong?
Wrong. No.
All along it was taught, but in LSS it is slightly different. Maybe or maybe a statement. Today is Monday. This is also considered as a data. Because it is a statement, still it is called as a data. Maybe a fact. Generally, fact means numbers. Finally, maybe an observation. I observed that our team is very good. This is also a statement, also an observation. Maybe a fact, it doesn't have any numbers. I just make it more visible to you, rather more clear to you. All 8 members in our team are very good. Now, 8 is a number. I made a number with the statement, which may be a fact, based on my observation. That means one statement with the number can be called as a data. I slightly move on and then give a better clarity. The very word data derived from Latin word data. That means singular form of data. Data means expressions of something, preferably with numbers. It is not that mandatory. You may have numbers or may not have the numbers also. Data is a singular form of data. Dear friends, I just want to learn from you. Have you come across any QC tool dealing without numbers? Is my question clear to you? What are the QC tools we generally have come across? No reaction.
Sir, check sheets.
That's great. Then,
Sheet, histogram,
okay,
Pareto analysis.
that's great. Pareto, histogram. I'm just trying to refresh. That's all. Nothing else. What else?
Cause and
Pareto,
effect diagram.
histogram, cause and effect diagram, or fishbone diagram, or Ishikawa diagram, or feather diagram.
Control chart.
Final tool is control chart. Before that,
Certification.
stratification or flow diagram. I agree with you. Scatter plot. 6 is scatter plot. 7 is control chart. Out of these 7 tools, have you just identify any tool without numbers, without any significance for numbers?
Sir, check sheets.
Check sheet should have numbers mostly. Check sheet should have numbers. I would say cause and effect diagram need not have numbers. Am I right?
Yeah.
If you consider flow diagram as one of the QC tools, flow diagram need not have numbers. Agree?
Yes, sir.
So let us conclude. Out of 7 tools, you may identify 2 tools which are not attached to any importance for numbers. Other than these 2 tools, can you quote any other tools which never had any numbers? I think Mr. Narayanan can react to this question.
Sir, I'm listening.
Pardon?
I'm listening, sir.
I'm just trying to pull your leg, that's all. Fine. I could say new 7 QC tools. In fact, we created a beautiful video course on this. If someone is interested, through YouTube also you can take. There are 7 tools. Out of 7, in my opinion, 6 tools, no numbers. Start from affinity diagram, relation diagram, another tool called PDPC, matrix diagram, but matrix data analysis will have numbers, right? Arrow diagram, these tools never deals with numbers. So, but they are also considered as QC tools, but new QC tools. The all I emphasize here is you need not wait for numbers. Even without numbers, you can call that as data. That is one important learning. Even without numbers, a statement can also be called as a data. I just move on. Why? Because we have to deal with data variables. Data variable is a very unique word. When you process the data, 5 numbers, 10 numbers, 15 numbers, 3 data points I have. I am processing. Yes, I may get a data variable, that means descriptions and numbers. I just now made a statement, if you recall, all our 8 learners are very good. Does it have any number? 80 is the number, right?
Yes.
I also made a statement, description, all are very good. That means description. So this can be called as a data variable. Shall I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Sir, please repeat the code.
Okay. Point number 1, first learning is data need not have numbers. Even a statement can be called as a data. Data variable means it should have numbers or as well some text. All 8 participants today are very good. This can be called as a data variable because it has numbers, it has some description also. Fine. I'm just giving some conceptual background, that's all. So data variable is important, which may have numbers along with descriptions is the learning. Now, the very important part is types of data. Any reactions? How many types generally we have been taught so far?
Attribute variable.
Obviously 2 types. Attribute data, variable data. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. In LSS perspective, it is slightly different. You could see here. I'm sure all are able to see the screen. One is, if you want to note down, I think you have to forced to note down. Categorical, other one is numerical. Categorical is
Sir,
first.
sir, small interruption.
Sorry,
Small interruption.
please. You're most welcome.
You described the data variable, right? The description and the numbers, right?
Yes, that's right. I just gave a lead. Yeah.
Yes, that means the data variable describes quality and the quantity of your data. Then it is called a data variable. We can say like that.
That is fine. That is fine. Qualitative as well as quantitative.
Okay.
Because we have been so taught qualitative is also data. Na?
Yes.
The color complexion is very good. The finish is shiny.
Yes.
Okay. Whether we want it or not, they are also considered as data. So that way, data variable you have to consider with numbers along with some statement. That's fine. You get a very good clarity. Kindly wait. Categorical is further divided into 2 categories: nominal, ordinal. Numerical is further divided into 2 categories: attribute, variable. So half we are sure, that is attribute variable. The left half we are not very sure. We will make it very simple for you. I just move on. Now, let us talk only about the nominal first. A factual information, whereas ordinal is by position. Can I kindle your thought? What could be the difference between these two?
Nominally.
Okay. So the factual information, nominal I'm making now. Around 200 countries are affected by novel coronavirus. It can be called as a nominal data. Now I move on to ordinal. Ordinal means there should be some order. The first country affected by coronavirus is China. First, it shows a position, right? That can be called as ordinal. Does it appeal to you? No order, but here an order. Example, we take our good friend Tala Dhoni. MS Dhoni played mostly for CSK. It can be called as a nominal data. One more statement. MS Dhoni played as a captain of CSK. Whereas, see the right side, ordinal. MS Dhoni played as 4th or 5th down batsman. See, 4, 5. It shows some position, right? That's why it can be called as an ordinal data. Armstrong was the first person to land on moon. First person. That means it shows some order. Now I stop. Anybody is having any doubt, you may ask me. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear to all? Okay. I'm sure it will make you understand very simpler way. Fine. Now,
Sir,
the
can
known
you
thing.
tell one example, shop floor example? Instead of
Okay. Who has asked this question?
I am Narayana.
Mr. Narayanan. Okay, you are known for asking such good questions. Appreciate. Mr. Narayanan is working in Royal Enfield. QMO is a nominal statement or nominal data. I move on to ordinal now. Mr. Narayanan was the first recruit of QMO, Quality Management Office. First, second, third. That is more of ordinal data. Ordinal by data.
Okay, sir.
That's great. Then, known to us, Mr. Shiva, you are most welcome to interrupt. Don't feel bad because all our learners here, including me. Attribute, only whole number. But variable need not be a whole number. No fractions possible in case of attributes, whereas here fractions are possible. Fraction means one is number 2 is attribute. 2.01 is variable. 5 is attribute. 5.05 is variable. We go by some examples. Discrete data, whereas here it is continuous data. Very important. This is the best way to understand what is called an attribute data, which will jump. Just have a look. How many pens I am holding on my hand? Are you able to see a pen? How many pens I am holding on my hand? No response? Hello? 1. All agree? 1. Is there an attribute data or variable data?
Is an attribute data.
Because it is count. Correct? Ne? It is a count. 1 can become 2. 2 can become 3. 3 can become 2. 2 can become 1. 1 can become even 0. Because see here it is only jumping. Can I have 1.5 pence? Can I have 2.8 pence? Impossible. 1 can become only 2 or 1 can become 0. Whereas here in variable data, if you want to note down, please note down, will move. Whatever is shown in yellow font, yellow background, are very important, which are not available in your workbook. That be only lines. So at least those things, if you are able to note down, that will be wonderful. I'll explain. In this pen, you all already said one pen or two pens, attribute data. Anything can you capture as a variable data in a pen? Any reaction?
Average writing length.
Overall length, diameter.
Length of,
See
yes.
the thickness here, okay. The diameter here, the diameter here, the diameter here, length, cap length, so on, so on, so on. All will come under attribute data, variable data. Variable, because fractions are possible here. Kindly note this point very carefully. Fractions are possible. You are just asking me, Manivanan, tell me the length of the pen. I just look at and then said, okay, 100 mm. You are asking me, is it really 100 mm? Now I refer to a scale. I change my statement, 100.5. Not 100, 100.5. Is it really 100.5? Need not be. I now refer to a vernier caliper. I change my statement, 100.45. Will it be always 100.45? Need not be. The same pen, if I am referring to a better resolution equipment, say a micrometer, 100.5 may become 100.45, 100.55. Kindly see here, friends. Here the numbers are not jumping, the numbers are moving. That's why variable data is also called as continuous data, because fractions are possible here. Say MS Dhoni. I think Manoj is a great fan of MS. Always MS disappearing. 70 matches as the CSK team captain. 70 here is an attribute data. Why? Any explanations? No fraction. Can you play 70.5 matches? No. 70 can become 71 or 69.
Yes, sir.
That's why it is called attribute data. Can you quote some example for variable? Same MSD.
It's average batting score.
That's really average batting. Okay, average is generally considered as an attribute, sir. It's not an absolute number. Right? You are making some adjustment and then get an average. Please see here. Average running speed you can tell.
Yes.
Running speed of MS Dhoni is 32.8 kilometers per hour. I stop here. If you have any doubts, you may ask me. As far as possible, as usual, you have taken very, very simple examples, which will make us to understand easily. Dear friends, shall I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Kindly note, attribute is an integer because it is a whole number. Right?
Yes,
Whereas
sir.
variable is non-integer. It cannot be a whole number. Fractions are always possible. 32.8 may become 32.81 also. 32.85 also. So it is non-integer. So attribute is integer, variable is non-integer. I'm sure it is clear now. Shall I move on?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All are present in your workbook, friends, except whatever you are seeing in the yellow. Okay. Now, we created some interesting questions here. Attribute to variable, variable to attribute. Is it possible? First, take same MSG example. Possible. He also ran at a speed of 55.2 kilometers per hour in 7 times. 55.2 is attribute or variable?
Variable.
Variable.
Excellent, variable, because it is a non-integer. It has a fraction in it. So you are asking me, can you convert this into attribute? Quite possible, because 7 times 7.1 is not possible. 6.9 is not possible. So MSD ran at a speed of 55.2 kilometers per hour, variable, close to 7 times. 7 is attribute. Variable, attribute. My dear friends, we conclude here, possible in every case. If you could able to find some cases where it is not possible, we'll also learn from you. You may just make a note of this. Variable to attribute is possible in every case.
Sir, anyway, both are in a different characteristics now, right? Hello.
Can you make
Speed
a
is yes, speed is completely different. It describes some other characteristics. The 7 times is means the quality of the persons or the ability of the person.
No, not ability.
Right?
Record. 7 times.
Oh, okay. Record.
Yes.
But both are completely different. Now, the conversion means it is not there. Attribute.
Okay.
Both
I give you. I understand. I give you another example. Today you have given me 100 shafts produced. You gave me a vernier caliper. I checked it. Okay. 99. Okay. Okay. I checked with vernier caliper. Whatever data I'm going to produce you will be variable or attribute.
Attribute. Variable.
Variable, because you have given me a vernier caliper, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, end of the day, as a manager, you need only one thing from me. Manivanan, tell me how many are okay, how many are not okay. I gave you an answer. 98 okay, 2 not okay. 98 2 is attribute or variable?
Attribute.
Attribute, because it is jumping nature, right? It's of jumping nature. So in every situations, it is possible to convert variable to attribute. Assume that you give me 10 motors.
That is the result. The result we can describe
exactly.
in attribute. Okay.
Exactly.
That is right, the working result. Okay. Ultimate result can be described in attribute. Yes,
Whatever 100 numbers readings I given you is not the result.
But it's a variable. It's a reading.
That is also a result. All I mean to say, that is also a result. Result of my inspection.
But without the variable data, we can't describe attribute characters.
Quite
That's why
possible.
I'm telling
Tomorrow,
both are different.
no, the very next day, instead of giving me a vernier caliper, you given me an go-no-go gauge.
Okay.
Okay, I checked 100 numbers. 95 okay, 5 not okay.
Okay.
No, simple attribute.
Here you can here both are attribute only, right? No variable is.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Then you want me to take actions based on the 5 defective shafts. Now I am forced to measure and tell you some readings. The readings are variable or attribute?
Readings are variable.
Variable. Assume that you have given me 100 motors. You have given me a dB meter, decibel meter. So whatever I'm going to get as a results are attribute or variable?
Once again, sir.
dB meter. Noise.
Okay.
Noise
Decibel
level of
meter.
Yes.
decibel meters.
Okay.
So variable.
Variable. Fantastic.
Variable.
I produced 200 results, but your interest is to know how many are okay, how many are not okay. Can I produce attribute results also or not possible?
Yes.
Quite possible, right? Out of 100, 99 okay, 1 not okay, as simple as.
Okay.
Wait, I'll just move on. You'll get a better clarity. Now, the question is, this is regarding some shades. "25 shades are good. Out of 75 you have given me. Attribute or variable?
This is attribute.
So
Perfectly attribute. I just gave a judgment. Kindly carefully watch my word, judgment, stating that 25 okay out of 75. Obviously attribute data. Is it possible to convert this into a variable data?
Yes, sir. If we are putting it a percentage, then
Percentage is generally derivative, right? You are comparing two data and then coming out with a percentage. There cannot be, you can't get to a percentage from one data.
okay, sir.
I got 90% means 90 by 100, right? Two numbers. So let us conclude. Attribute, variable, possible mostly, not all but. I stop here. If you have any doubts, you may ask me.
Sir, please repeat this example.
You have given me shades, some shade samples you have given me, say 50 numbers you have given me. You want me to select which are all good, which will suit for my product before painting, right? So I'm able to choose 25 shades out of 50, stating that they are good, suitable. 25 is attribute. But you want variable data. I used to say I cannot, sir, sorry. I can tell only suitable or not suitable, okay or not okay, accepted or rejected, that's all. I cannot come out with variable data in this particular case.
Okay, okay.
Even skill matrix, if you take, skill matrix is more of attribute or variable. Skill levels we used to mention that.
Yes, sir.
More of
Skill
attribute.
matrix is attribute data, sir.
Attribute. So it is extremely difficult to convert certain areas attribute into variable. Good. I'll give some more clarity. Friends, this is available in your exercise, that is accelerated learning. I'm going to share, but anyway, I can project this now. Page number alone you may just note down. R4. It is available in your. It is going to be available in your team assessment record, which I'm going to share by tonight. R4, record 4. Now you may invest about 5 minutes to decide whether the statements are nominal or ordinal or attribute or variable. Restrict only one tick in every row. Only one tick in every row. 16 examples we could be able to provide you. I request you to invest about 5 minutes. Just attempt. You can simply write your addition as 1. N means nominal, O means ordinal, A means attribute, B means variable. Good enough. So serial number and your addition N, O, A, B, whatsoever it is. So I just stop here. 5 minutes. Thank you. I just share my views. Just see. 1 checks preferred attribute. If you have any disagreement, you may tell, because we go by 100 checks, 200 checks attribute. Agreeable?
But there is no quantity mentioned. No? We can take it nominal also.
No. Checks prepared. Okay.
Yes.
Checks prepared. Okay. We understood that in a different way. Nothing wrong. Nothing harm in considering as nominal. Okay. If I slightly change the statement, number of checks prepared attributes.
That is you not mentioned.
Perfectly.
Right.
We can consider that as nominal also. We have no issue. Total weight of ink to prepare 30 checks. Variable. Because weight in milligram, variable. Any disagreement? I take it for granted. Laptop scrapped in a year, attribute. You also consider that as nominal?
Both are same there. Checks,
Okay.
laptops, because
Okay,
you are
okay.
not mentioned.
Okay, agree. I agree. Rather, the statement would have been like this. We scrapped all the old laptops.
Then
At
that
the
is
end
a
of the
count.
line, then more of nominal. Here we consider more of attribute, doesn't matter. I want the logic to be in their minds, that's all.
Okay.
Life of a laptop we consider as variable. Any disagreement?
that can be attribute. No, we can't divide the life. No, 0.5 years.
Oh my God. Life, even you can go by microsecond level. Think about it. Time is always considered as variable, not attribute. Okay. It worked. We generally say it worked for 5 years. It is not precisely 5 years. No? 5 years.
That is
One month. 1 month. More of
that,
variable. I have no
but
second.
in practical scenario,
Yeah.
for the life of a product or life of a person, we can't tell.
Okay. It is more of a variable because we can go up to microseconds rather. 1 year, 5 years is not 5 years. 5 years plus something.
Yes.
Moving data, not a jumping data. 5. Time invested, time again. Time means variable. Any disagreement? Birthday party is booked for the next 50 days in a hotel. Attributes, I agree. Success, undoubtedly attribute. You may say 5 sixes, 10 sixes, whatsoever it is. 8, distance of the sixer within fraction of seconds they are giving in the screen.
Yes.
Variable, na?
Variable.
Generally they say it's 72 meters. It is not really 72. 72 plus minus something. It is moving data, not a jumping data. Top 5 richest countries in the world as on date. I don't think America is going to be the list. Ordinal, na? Top 5 means there is a sequence. There is an order. Shall I move to the next screen? These are new examples. 10 to 20, just see. New customers added in the predefined period. We stopped here, right? Attribute, na?
Yes.
10 customers, 20 customers, whatsoever it is. Height of a person, weight of a person, both are variable. Parking space area.
Yes.
It is moving data, not jumping data.
Yes.
Parking space ceiling height. Okay,
Also
obviously variable. Capital of India is New Delhi. Nominal, na?
Yes.
Is a perfect example in my opinion for nominal. Better than one and two whatsoever we discussed. Perfect example. Capital of India, simple statement. Capital of India is New Delhi. Nominal. No scope for numbers here. 16 motors received as warranty returns. Attribute 10 motors, 20 motors.
Yes.
Bank balance cash in an account.
Attribute.
Cash is generally, yes, I agree with you. Job allotment in employment office. They come with an order if it is done in the right spirit. They follow some sequence, order. First come, first serve, strictly speaking. Any disagreements on 18, 18? No disagreements? Shall I take it for granted? 19, sir, National Game of India. If somebody wants to take a photograph, you are most welcome. Not a problem. Can get it as a snap. We have no issue. Even I don't mind showing the previous screen also if you are interested. And the National Game of India is hockey straight case nominal or PM of a motor variable because it is a moving data, not a jumping data.
Sir, one more doubt.
Yeah, please. Which serial number?
17.
Okay,
Bank balance, cash.
Be happy with the attribute. You can break it into even rupees, right?
Into rupees, paise.
Coin also. Beyond
Coin
coin
also. Beyond coin is not possible.
Then more of attribute. I carefully coined the word here. More of attributes.
Okay.
I observed that you are going to ask this question. By telling itself, that was lingering in my mind, but I am convinced it's more of attribute only.
Okay.
So friends, I'm just moving to the previous screen. If you want to get a snap, you are most welcome. But please don't share with anybody.
Is it available in the workbook, right?
Workbook, not in the workbook, it is available in our team assessment record. Manoj, am I right?
Manoj is on
In
mute.
team assessment record.
I think Manoj has gone for dinner. His
No, no,
mother
sir.
got
I'm on the call. I'm on the call.
Okay, okay.
Everything is
available
available in team assessment record, sir.
team
Not in
assessment, but
workbook.
yeah, but not with results. Results we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
showing
yeah.
only here. I move on. If somebody missed to take a photograph, you are interested, you may take. Okay, small corrections I'll make in 1 and 3 with your permission. That's not a problem. I move on. So I'm sure all our learners got a better idea about nominal, ordinal, attribute, variable. So friends, we are in the chapter 3 now, concepts of variation and the measures. Again, I keep enjoying asking this question. Can you avoid variations?
We can minimize or reduce.
Ah, that's great. But one variation can be avoided. What is the variation?
Special cause variation.
That's really great. Variations because of special cause can be avoided, whereas variations because of chance cause cannot be avoided. Don't worry, we'll go with some simple examples. Just I am giving a preamble, that's all. Friends, we want to note out, it is available in our workbook, which already we have shared with you. C3. C stands for chapter. C, chapter. C3, chapter 3, 01. If somebody is very much interested about the definition, you can take this as a definition. Change or slight difference in conditions, but within certain limits, can be called as variations. Types, already I gave a lead to you. Special cause variations, chance cause variations. The magnitude is more in case of special cause variations. I give examples, then it will be crystal clear to you. You can easily trace it and detect. You can detect special causes. Some examples generally occurs because of the machines or materials or processes. Whenever we talk about variations, I think some E's, E, A, B, C, D, E. E's may be lingering in our minds. What are the E's?
Sir, pardon?
One, the specific E and M's. M and E. Man,
Machine, material, method,
measurement,
measurement,
and E stands for
environment.
Otherwise, some people call this as 6 M's also. 6 M, man, machine, method, material, measurement, and 6th M is mother nature. Mother nature is also environment. So coming back to chance cause variations. Okay, I just want to conclude here. All variations are happening only because of 6 culprits: man, machine, method, material, measurement, and mother nature. Inevitable in the process. That means we cannot avoid. It is extremely difficult to trace and control. Some examples are given. All these things except the yellow ports are available in the workbook. You may refer a little later. Some operating cycles, minor variations because of the raw materials. So conclusion of this particular slide is you cannot avoid variations, but you can avoid only variations because of special cause impact. Chance cause you cannot avoid, you can only reduce. I move on. That's fine. I gave a very simple example. Assume that there is a travel between Nellore and Chennai through road, if our good policemen are permitting us in the car. Friends, there are 3 cars, C1, C2, C3, 3 cars. All are departing at the same time from Nellore or different times?
Same time.
That's really great. 7 a.m.
Yes.
Whereas, kindly see, arrival time in Chennai, there are some differences. First car reached by 10:40, 10 hours 40 minutes. I apologize. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock and 40 minutes. 10:50 to 11:50. So 7 a.m. to 10:40. That means 12 minutes. Am I clear in my communication?
Okay.
I think somebody is making noise from Mixi. Anyway, we have to enjoy everything. Because our houses are, at least they are permitting us. We should be humble to them at least during this time. Second car reference, which started at the same time 7 a.m. but reached by 10:20 a.m. That means the difference between C2 and C3 is 23 minutes. And the difference between C1, car 1 and car 3. Any reactions, sir? 10:40 and 11:50. What is the difference? 20 plus 15.
35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Okay. 35 minutes.
So far, so good. So theoretically, when all the three cars started exactly at 7 a.m., exactly is a big word. I'm not supposed to use. Anyway, 7 a.m. because there will be some fraction of differences. Okay, 7 a.m. They are expected to reach at the same time theoretically, but practically it is impossible. So first car reached by 10:40 a.m., second car 10:50 to third 11:50. That means the differences are different. First, you may consider 12 minutes may be considered. Kindly carefully follow me. May be considered as chance cause. 12 minutes. Whereas see the second case 23 minutes. Even that itself you may neglect as chance cause. Maybe is important. Whereas see the big impact. The impact is between C1 and C3. 35 minutes in this particular scenario, you may call that as a special cause because the impact is huge compared to others. I stop here. If you have any doubts, may ask me. Comparing to 35 minutes, you can slightly give some lenience for 12 minutes and 23 minutes because they may be considered as a chance cause, whereas third one must be some special cause variation. Probably, if you are asking the person who traveled in car 3, they may tell, no, in between, in Gumminipatti, we stopped for our breakfast. Whereas these two cars, they were stopped. You may assume that way. So I'm now trying to enter into the cause for the variation. If I am considering the third case as a special cause. Shall I move on?
Yes.
That's great. Now I give another example, different example. My dear friends, kindly recall here the previous one, 12 minutes, 23 minutes, both we presumed are considered as chance cause variations. 23 and 12. Kindly keep those two numbers in your mind. From the main gate to the machine shop, one person is walking, say roughly 100 meters. 8 minutes to 10 minutes is general walking time to reach from main gate to machine shop. The first person reached within 8 minutes. Second person 15 minutes. Third person, second person 10 minutes. Third person 15 minutes. Which one may be considered as a chance cause?
R1, R2 or chance cause.
Absolutely right. I don't know. I'm not very sure what R stands for. Okay, R doesn't have any big relevance or meaning here. Anyway, I will check it up. Manoj may just note down why it should not be something else.
Okay.
If there is a P, I can understand person. Doesn't matter. This is second example. Please see. Now I am comparing R1, R2, 2 minutes, R2, R3, 5 minutes. Whereas significant, in my opinion, out of these three is 7 minutes. Third one, because R3 minus R1 is 7. 7 may be considered as a special cause variation. What are the two numbers earlier we discussed? Are you able to recall? Car. Between Nellore to Chennai. 12 and
23.
12
and 23. That's right. My dear friends, kindly understand, even 12 minutes you ignored there as chance cost, whereas here 7 minutes itself may be called as a chance cost or special cost. 7 minutes cannot be called as a chance cost. Here you may consider, I repeat, you may consider as a special cost because significant in nature compared to others. So all I mean to say, it is extremely difficult to say one number. Sir, if this number is there, it will be called as a chance cost, or this number is there, it can be ignored as a chance cost. This number is there, it can be called as a special cost. Extremely difficult. You have to understand the situation and then decide. Ashwin, I am just asking, can someone tell me what is the time now?
7:40.
7:45.
7:40. I got some spontaneous answers. You would have taken about 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Okay, but Mr. Narayanan is not answering. He took 5 minutes to answer my question. Can that 5 minutes be considered as a chance cost or special cost?
Special cost.
Because please see the screen. 5 minutes in one case you may consider as a chance cost, but in the other case, yes, it is better to consider as a special cost. Situation to situation, your decision should differ. One-liner. In some situations, 1 second itself may become a special cost. Can you quote some examples, sir? 1 second may become a special cost in one particular place. Can you tell me? 1 second. Aerospace, ne? Rocket launching. 1 second is chance cost or special cost?
Politics.
1 second they may consider as a special cost because they work with microseconds. 1 second, kindly understand. That is the point. I just move on. Here, this is about temperature. Temperature in a particular room. Please see, we have shown two corners, 21 and 22. What is the temperature difference?
1 degree.
Just one degree centigrade, right? Here, in case of a meeting, you may consider this as no impact on the meeting. Sir, sorry, sir, it is 21 degree. There is 20 degree. They are comfortable, I am not comfortable. 1 degree may not make any big impact. Whereas here, you are doing a soldering. Will this 1 degree create a big impact?
Yes.
Possible. 1 degree in case of a meeting may be considered as a chance cost, whereas same 1 degree may be working as a special cost when you are making a soldering. I am sure all got a better understanding on this. If someone wants to stop me and then ask, you are most welcome, friends.
Okay, sir, no issues. We can move on.
Fine.
So the exam for one.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Friends, this is already available in your workbook. Special cost is also called as assignable cost, shop floor cost. Why special cost is considered as a shop floor cost? Any reaction?
Mostly will occur in software.
Both can occur in the shop floor. Because the person who is working in the shop floor, they are responsible to identify and eliminate, I repeat, to identify and eliminate special cost variations. Whereas chance costs, other names are given here: random cost, system cost, constant cost, unassignable cost. Please see the last word, management costs. All are called as chance costs because management is responsible to help you to reduce chance cost variations. Assume that you have a very old machine which may produce you with a lot of variations, right? You can do only a kind of machine maintenance, but you cannot completely reduce the chance cost variations. Then you have to approach your management. Sir, I want a budget of 10 crore. I want to purchase a new equipment. Preferably, I want to import from China, Wuhan. They may sanction you. Who has to decide here? Management has to decide. That's why chance causes are also called as management causes. I stop here. If you have any doubts, you may ask me. Right. Probably these examples may help you a lot. The difference between special cause and chance cause.
Sir, 1 minute, can you go back the previous slide?
Someone wants to take a snap also, you are most welcome.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That's great. That's great. Fine. Friends, these are all my learnings from Professor Vaishyo. We are in a crux. We are given. We are going to share with you presence in any process. Chance cause or special cause?
Special cause.
Sorry. Chance cause always present, whereas special cause comes and goes.
Not.
I think you may get a snap because you don't have a printed copy. You need not bother. Finally, you may take a snap, not no. By numbers, which may be more, chance cause or special cause?
Chance was more.
Chance causes are many, plenty. Which is possible to be eliminated? Chance cause or special cause?
Special cause.
Oh, perfectly all right. I carefully worded here, possible if approached systematically. My dear friend, this is where PSM will help. Problem solving will help. Magnitude, effect, which will give more effect, more impact. Chance or special?
Special.
You are absolutely right. There are many statistical laws. One basic law is a bell curve, which we are going to deal not now, maybe after some time. Bell curve. There are many statistical laws. When your process is having chance cause variations only, yes, they are there. Whereas when the special cause enters inside, no, they don't adhere.
Photo எடுத்து வச்சுக்கிறீங்களா பாப்பா?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Screenshot இதுலயே எடுக்க முடியாதுங்க.
I move on to sixth one. I'm not able to hear. You may stop me otherwise, no issue. Prediction of results. Your process will definitely have chance causes always, but special causes no. When you have chance causes, can you predict about the results? Or when you have special causes also, you can predict.
Chance cause we can predict.
Perfectly all right. Possible to predict. Whereas when you have special causes, in my opinion, I will not say not possible. You are not allowed to predict. If you are predicting something, it may go wrong. The seventh one here is generally the percentage of impact, total variations. Chance causes are responsible to the tune of 85% to 95%, whereas special causes are responsible only for 5 to 15%. If you want to get a snap, you are most welcome. Few more points are there, I'll share with you. Over? Shall I move on?
Sir, 1 minute. Yeah.
1 minute, sir.
No issues.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
That's great. Fixing the causes, which is easy to fix the causes, chance cause or special cause? Any disagreements?
No, sir.
Why the 1 degree difference is there in a meeting room? If you are calling the maintenance guy and then ask, he'll be blinking, he cannot fix the cause. What is that? Temperature difference is say 10 degrees, 5 degrees, probably maybe in a position to answer. So fixing the causes is not possible when you have only chance cause variations. When special cause variations you can and you have to. Nature, more of system deficiency, whereas here process detail failure. You have to improve your system to reduce your chance cause variations. You please recall, you want a new equipment. It is a complete system deficiency. You have to change the system. Whereas here, you are missing some process details, like sudden change in the temperature level in the room is a special cause. That is the nature. Similarly, the raw material hardness suddenly changes. More of process detail failure, not a system failure. System deficiency is more, here and there you have to tinker. Whereas here, you have to step in and then completely change. Shop floor. Special causes, kindly remember shop floor process. Scope of influence. It has a kind of consistency. All production outputs are affected. Similarly, you can see a pattern there, whereas here it is very difficult to find a pattern. Similarity is very less. Then, who is responsible to deal with special cause variations?
Management.
Special cause.
Special class shop floor people.
Purposely shop floor. I hope there need not be any recommendation for any explanation. Sources, many small sources, whereas here few major sources. You can identify the sources. You can identify the causes if you are approaching in a systematic way. No sir, I am very sure sir, the fixture is not suitable. No sir, I am very sure sir, the motor is running at low RPM. Something like that. Process behavior, stable and predictable. When you have only chance cause variation, very, very important. The most important among all. Stability is possible. Whereas here, unpredictable, even if you want to understand this, unstable also. Unstable and unpredictable. Improvement action, fundamental change you have to make. Yes, sir, I have to change the entire equipment, machine. Whereas here, it is more on process detailing. At the point of production, you have to change. That's it. Within shop floor. Friends, we have to get a snap. Make it. If you have any questions also, may ask me. Shall I move on?
Yes.
It's a quite interesting thing, tolerancing. That could be some new learning also for some of us. Let us see. My dear friends, tolerancing is very important because once you know about the tolerancing, you can talk about Six Sigma process with so on, so on, so on when you want to compare. Fine, that is the purpose of this exercise. Friends, we are seeing in a drawing diameter, external diameter 10 plus minus 0.1. Then what is the upper specification limit?
10.1.
LSL, lower specification limit?
9.9.
I stop here because there is one engineering student. If he is interested, may intervene and then ask. That means generally the parts may be accepted anywhere between 9.9 to 10.1. What is the design center? Ideal number, lucky number?
10.
Which can be called as a nominal also. Design center or nominal. Both are same. This may be an interesting one. Base value. What is the base value here?
10.
10.
Not 10.0. What is the tolerance range?
0.2.
Thank you.
10.1 minus 9.9 is 0.2. 0.2 is 200 microns, right?
Yes.
Any questions?
No, sir.
I move on the second case. Please see. Here is more of one-sided. It is not 10 plus minus. It is only 10 plus 0.1. Design center is an interesting point here. Please see. Earlier case it was 10.0, whereas here it is 10.05. Can anybody convert this as a bilateral one instead of unilateral. Unilateral is bilateral is plus minus, whereas here it is mentioned as 10 plus point on unilateral. Can you convert this into bilateral?
Yes, 10.05 plus or minus 0.5.
0.5. That is perfect. 10.05 plus minus 0.05. That is also another way of looking at it. No harm. Third one. Same external diameter 10 minus 0.1. Maybe the other way. Any questions? So friends, this can also be called as 9.95 plus minus 0.5. Correct? Na?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
The fourth one is very interesting. I have seen only in some TVS companies. Please see the tolerancing here. 10 plus 0.1 plus 0.2.
Correct.
Honestly, I have not seen anywhere else other than TVS. I can proudly say this. What is the upper specification limit here?
10.2.
Lowest specification limit?
10.1.
10,
10 or 10.1?
10,
10.1.
How many are for 10?
10.3.
Definitely not 10.3 because we are talking about LSL, lower specification limit, which can never be more than USL. Whether it is 10 or 10.1.
And
If you are producing a pot at 10, quality may reject it.
10.1.
10.1 is the LSL. This is also equally interesting. What is the design center here?
then 10.1.
My dear
10
friends,
is the
this
design.
the design center is 10.15. If I am producing a 10, you can reject it because the minimum itself is allowed is 10.1. So it can also be depicted 10.15 plus minus 0.5. Correct me if I'm wrong. What is the base number here?
10.
Very interesting.
10.15.
It's only 10. What is the tolerance range here?
But 10, if it is 10, then the part will reject 10.
Obviously, yes.
Then it
That's
should
why
not be a base value.
it can be a base value. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. Then what is the tolerance range here?
0.1.
0.1. 0.1.
0.1.
Correct? 100 microns.
Yes.
My dear friends, rarely I have seen. Now we can understand this when you are comparing this with, okay, assume that is an external diameter, right?
Yeah.
Generally, when it is a free fit, say colloquially called loose fit, na? In the
Okay.
ID, okay, assume that is an ID, it will make my job easy. ID 10 plus 0.1 plus 0.2 is the inner diameter. Generally, when they call this as an OD, they may call as 10 minus minus. Am I communicating properly? Because it is only
Yes,
for
yes.
ease of operating the shop floor. What about the 10 diameter bar? You can ask. That is the very purpose. Otherwise, strictly speaking, it has to be called as 10.10 plus 0.1. Otherwise, 10.15 plus minus 0.5. That's why we have to call 10.0 as the base value, but not the nominal. The last one is the other way. I stop here. If you have any doubts, you may ask me.
9.9. 9.8.
Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Because it's a bit tricky one. That's why I stopped.
Sir,
Sure, sir.
sir, I cannot understand the last point you explained about internal diameter.
Okay. Generally, why they are? You can very well. May I know who has raised this question?
Sir, Shivashankar.
Ah, that's great, Shiva. I like it. Good. Please understand. Generally, the shop floor, we want to remember something. Ne? Instead of remembering this as 10.1 plus minus both kind of thing, I can simply remember as 10. Dia 10. That's all. Whether it is OD or ID, I can call as dia 10. Both are matic dimensions. For the convenience, they are given this as 10. Instead of calling this 10.1.
Okay.
That's all. Nothing else. Convenience. Operational convenience. Mr. Narayanan is from XTVS. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That is the very idea.
Okay, sir. You are right.
Because in Lucas years where I worked, I asked this question to many people. Finally, only one guy was able to answer. No, it is only for operational convenience. Nothing too technical about it. I move on. These are all very interesting points. Sixth one. What can be the stock USL? No response?
10 to 12 days.
12 is USL. LSL is? Sorry?
So screen is, yeah, right now.
Okay. USL is 12. LSL is 10. What is the design center?
11.
11.
Tolerance range?
2.
That's really good.
Base value? 10
Base
days.
value we consider it as 10.
Okay.
Because yes, good. I like it. Because here you can simply say maintain minimum 10 days stock. That can be called as a base value.
Okay.
Seventh one, number of laptops to be repaired per day. Not 8 minutes, sir, sorry. 8 laptops. I change it. Minimum 8 laptops I have to repair per day. What is the upper specification limit?
24.
No, per day, the norms for me is I have to repair at least 8 laptops. I may have 10, 20, 30. Minimum 8 I have to.
USL can be above 8.
Okay, I change my question. What should be my LSL?
8.
8, undoubtedly. What is my USL? Nothing like USL.
Everything is 8.
8%.
All are dashed in my opinion. Think about it. Because you go by perfectly unilateral, minimum. There is no tolerance range here, interestingly, because there is nothing called USL. Any questions on this particular point?
Sir, here a base value also 8. No? I have a doubt.
You may consider as 8. I do agree. I can change as base value minimum 8. I agree with you.
Minimum 8.
I appreciate, sir. I note down. I'll correct. Rather, I can do immediately because you can take a snap also if you want. Oh, a long way to go. I cannot.
I think it is in PPT.
I'll do it. Run out, see. Run out of a shaft, stepped shaft. 0.1 mm maximum. 0.1 is how many microns?
10 microns.
10 microns. That means upper specification limit is sure. Beyond 10 microns, I may not accept. But LSL, of course, ideal number is 0, which is impossible. Nothing called design center, nothing called base value here. Base value is safe value. Understand in that fashion. Base number is safe number.
Sir, why can't we take 5 microns?
It is not the target. You are talking about design center, then?
No.
You are talking about design center, right?
Yes.
No, it is
Yes,
not.
sir.
It is not. Design center is the ideal number. See, within bracket we mentioned it carefully. Ideal number. Assume that one shaft I got, say, 2 microns. Other shaft I have, sorry, 20 microns. Other shaft I got as 50 microns. Which is the ideal number here out of these two? 0.2 or 0.5?
0.2.
Obviously, yes. So in the case of run out and all, when you are going towards 0, it is a good number, ideal number. So you should never create a kind of base value here, or design center O5 is ruled out. Nobody will give, sorry, O5, I apologize. Nobody will give you as 5 microns plus minus 5 microns. Ne? Always they call maximum, maximum or minimum, minimum, as the case may be. Wait, we'll see the ninth one. That will give a lot of clarity. My motor performance output, 2000 RPM minimum. Then what is my upper specification limit? What is my LSL?
2000.
Obviously 2000. What is the upper specification limit?
2000 BPM, sir.
No USL.
No USLs.
No USL. When there is no USL, let us not talk anything about design center. You see here, nothing called range also. I am sure you could be able to make everyone to think differently. Just out of curiosity, out of these 4 fronts, which are all attribute, which are all variable? Number of stock, number of days of stock.
Attribute.
Attribute.
Strictly speaking, variable. Days means days, time, minutes, seconds, microseconds.
It is variable.
If I am saying number of items, then it is perfectly attribute. Number of items can only be 10 items or 20 items. Cannot be 10.1.
But in general case, minutes and all, stock taking and all minutes and seconds, no one will calculate, sir.
I agree.
Practically.
I agree. More of variable. More of variable.
Yes.
Second one, number of laptops.
Attribute.
Definitely attribute, no questions. Run out.
Variable.
Variable, sir.
That's fine. Motor performance.
Attribute.
Variable.
That's very good. Motor performance.
Attribute.
Motor performance is variable. Number of motors performed well is attribute. Think about it.
Performance is variable.
Performance is variable, na?
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying 2500 RPM. Does it mean that it's only 2500? Definitely not. Variable. I stop here. If you have any questions, you may ask me.
Sir, please repeat from 6.
Oh my God. 6 is variable. 7 is attribute. 8 variable, 9 variable. And simply say,
Okay.
other than 7, all can be called as variable. Shall I move on?
Yes, sir. Yes.
A very, very tricky question. How many of you are very good in mathematics? Definitely not myself. Anyway, you'll be doing a lot of mathematics, or some mathematics rather, simple mathematics. Mean, median, mode, and range. First into median, mean. What is the other term for mean?
Average.
No, all median, mean, median, mode together we generally call as average. It's not the right way. You have to specifically say mean, median, mode. Mean can also be called as arithmetic mean. The right way is arithmetic mean. Friends, this exercise is already available in your workbook, page number C305. As I said, generally we call average, mean as average. X bar Now, how many X data variables we are having?
6.
6. They are attribute or variable?
Attribute.
Attribute. 68 is only 16 because mocks. Okay, let us forget about 0.5 and all. Okay, nothing has been given here as fraction. How to compute here? Simple,
And seven.
Sum
Kindly-
of the test score.
Kindly try it. Add everything divided by 6. You'll be getting the average just one time. So if you have to get an answer, that will be wonderful. Just to brush up the fundamentals, that's all.
$73.8.
73.83.
The total is 443 divided by 6 is 73.83. Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
So probably later when you get it printed, or workbook getting printed, you may note in everything. That will become a very good ready reckoner for the rest of your life, rest of your career. I raised a question here. Who will answer, sir? Please see, the bottom there is a question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Anybody know? That is one uniqueness of arithmetic mean. When you have extreme readings like say 200, like 150, something completely away from your other x values, certainly that will have an impact.
Yes.
The answer is yes. Right. Now let us move on to median. Some of you must be knowing already how to compute median. Separates higher half from the lower half. That is the beauty. First, we have to organize the data points into ascending or descending. Either way, it's okay. Ascending or descending. Then middle value is the deciding factor. X tilde, kindly note of this. Please see the symbol also on the screen. X tilde. That symbol is called tilde. It is not X bar. It is X tilde. Can you just try, sir? Ascending or descending? Invest about 2 minutes and come up with your answer. What is the median here? Had we committed some mistake also, we can correct. That's the very idea.
63.
So the least number here is 16. And 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 67, 68.5. So incidentally, it is odd by number 7. That means 3, 3. We can simply eliminate. Eliminate in the sense separate out. 7 I highlighted because it is odd. It is an odd number. Agreed? If anybody is having any doubts, kindly ask me. Shall I move on? Any questions? 7. 7 means I need the middle number. 4th is my middle number, right? Serial number 4. 63. I have to consider that as median.
Sir, can you move on to first page, sir? Previous page?
Nothing, sir. I organize everything in the ascending order here. Agreed, na?
Yes, sir.
60, 61, 62. Organize in the ascending order. As simple as. Then 7 readings I am having. My X is 7. 7 means 3, 3. Top 3, bottom 3 I am leaving. Middle one I am taking straight away. Middle is the median. Middle is the center for me. So kindly understand this can also be called as an average, but in a different perspective. Clear now? N is odd here. Shall we move on? Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Anybody wants to stop me and then ask? Please see. Here, it is not 7. How many x values you are having?
8 value.
Data points are 8. X is 8. So obviously 8 means a bit tricky. First, it is even number. Understand that carefully. Other steps are more or less the same. I organized everything in the ascending order. But here incidentally it is 8. I cannot get the exact middle number. Top 3 I am eliminating, bottom 3 also I am eliminating. Middle 2 I am taking. So what is the median here?
63.5.
63.5.
That's all. If you have any doubts, you may ask me. So when you have even number, you have to be a bit, careful. That's all. Shall we proceed? Who will answer for this question, sir? Assume that there is a 200 available here. X9 is 200. Will it affect the entire result?
Obviously.
No.
How many feel yes?
Will not affect. Will not affect.
Perfectly alright. That is the uniqueness of median. I will not say which is right, which is wrong, as the case may be. Okay. It will not affect your median. Where you don't want to consider the extreme values, you may go by median statistics. These are the statistics, right? Instead of mean will definitely affect, median will not. Shall I proceed?
Sir, will
Sure.
affect
Sorry?
here? What is the mean?
Sorry, make it more clear. Sorry.
Sir, will an extreme value affect the result here? Why you are putting this scenario?
I just want you to understand the uniqueness of median. In average, okay, sorry. In arithmetic mean definitely it will affect. Assume that you are bringing in 200 inside. Whatever result you have shown as 62 or something will go for it. Whereas here it will never get affected. Extreme can only be in the top side or bottom side. Ne? When you already in the ascending order, descending order, it will never impact your result. Whereas in arithmetic mean definitely it will impact. If you are having some doubts, don't worry. Just note down two numbers, 12 and 100. Add and then see in the list. Instead of 8, take as 10, 12. That is one number. 100 is another number. Nothing will happen to your median. The third important statistics is mode. Mode goes by the frequency. Kindly note down MO. M suffix O is called mode. Which number can be called as mode here?
67.
Perfectly alright, because it has happened 3 times, whereas 62 happened only 2 times, 61 only once, 64 only once. Any reaction? Say there is on 200 here. Will it impact your result?
Will not impact.
But assume that 200 is there for 4 times. 200 will become your mode. Bit careful. How many times is also equally important here. Here also it may affect. Think carefully. How many times is very important. Assume that 200 is there only once. You may simply ignore. No, sir, 200 is there for 4 times. Then instead of 67, you have to call 200 as your mode. Any questions? This is the uniqueness of mode. Range is simple. How to compute range? Any reaction?
Maximum value to the
My
The largest and the smallest difference. Kindly note out it is capital R, not small r. Any idea what is small r? What is small r? It is capital R here. If it is small r, what is the meaning? Manoj? Any response? I think Manoj has gone to bed after dinner. Small r is coefficient of correlation. Small r is coefficient of correlation. Just add some value, that's all. Okay. Range is the modulus. No plus, no minus. Range is the modulus. That is very important. Now you please tell me what is the range here?
61, 62, 68,
280.
62,
9,
The
Eight.
maximum is 69.
69,
Minimum is
60 is minimum.
61. Minimum
60, sir. So,
No, 60.
60 is minimum. I agree with you. 60 is minimum. Simple done. Yes or no?
Yes, it will affect.
Certainly yes.
yes.
If you have any questions here, you may ask me. Otherwise, you may stretch your legs. 5 minutes you can break. I am sure nobody will go for dinner leaving me. Just 5 minutes from now. Thank you so much. Yes, friends, good evening. All are present.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whoever is not present can raise their hands.
You are right, sir.
Okay, let me just conclude for the day with one exercise, maybe homework. This particular screen, if you want to get a snap, you may get. I raised 12 questions here. At least for about 7 questions you can answer.
So this is for homework.
Homework. Because all are only at home. Ne? So
We will.
okay, 1 minute.
Sir, this sheet only can you share to the mail ID?
That can also be done. Not a problem.
Yes.
So I have to share you your introduction Excel and team exercise plus this screen homework.
Screen.
Which will be, can I, what, okay. All your mail IDs are already present with Rajkumar.
Yes.
Then it should not be a problem. There are some other ways also to share. Okay, let me just probe every way, right? And this is the homework. At least 50-60% of this you can do. If you are not sure about variance, standard deviation, you may leave. Not a problem, right? So I'm personally very happy. I hope it went on well. If you have any specific feedback, you are most welcome to share now, or a little later also as you wish. I have no issue. So tomorrow can we meet by 6:15 in the evening instead of 6:30?
6 o'clock is also okay, sir. 6 to 8 will be more comfortable.
That's fine, sir. It suits me also. Is everyone okay with 6 to 8?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Fine, I think for granted. So I'll be here by 5:55 tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Have a nice dinner. Have a nice sleep. God bless all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.